football. The Scarlet and Gray against the Maize and Blue. Two diametrically opposed programs who will meet again to continue a rivalry that has had everything from Heisman statements to pepper spray at midfield. The old horseshoe, Ohio Stadium in Columbus, Ohio. It's the Michigan Wolverines and the Ohio State Buckeyes. Restate the state now again. Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
Checking in with Ohio State's head coach before the game. He understands everything is on the line in this rivalry matchup. He had a conversation with his team with the conference championship and the playoffs on the line. They have to keep their poise and composure. They can't let a rivalry game knock them off their path. We'll see how composed his team can play today, guys.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. They're going to try an onside kick on the opening kickoff. Timeout signal for by the Buckeyes. That's their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. He'll bring it out. It's Chambers. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Follows his blocks. It's Marshall. Punches ahead. They'll give him a yard to the 13.
And I think this is the key in this game, man. These rivalry games, it's about passion, it's about emotion. And coming to this game, we saw him last week, man. He had over 100. Last year in the blowout, he was a non-factor. He's got to be the catalyst in this game. You can't have a repeat of what happened a year ago, where you're throwing the football because you're behind and you got beat down. Got to establish the line of scrimmage.
And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
Well, that's disappointing for the offense because that's a play that you rep all week long in practice. You should be able to hit that one no problem. The QB receiver couldn't come up with a completion.
So already a challenge on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 9. Out wide right, it's Buchanan. Breaks a tackle, and he might have room. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44.
Obviously, massive play by the offense, picking up a big first down on an explosive. But, David, 3rd down defense, it's one thing to allow a first down, but you've got to make tackles. And you can't give up explosive plays like that. At the end of the day, it's all going to come down to fundamentals, and, you know, that is driving their defensive coaching staff crazy.
It's so frustrating. You want to be great on those boxes, right? You want to check those 3rd downs. You don't want to give up explosives. Well, you just didn't, too, and that's not good for this defense, right? They've got to control that 3rd down a little bit better. They got to snatch some momentum back, and you got to tackle that, man. You got some opportunities to get guys on the ground. You've got to accomplish the mission.
Here's Underwood to throw. Out wide left, it's Marshall. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines! Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the finisher coming on a touchdown pass from 52 yards out. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Takes the handoff. It's Jackson. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Throwing, say it. Looking to the big tight end. Ball is loose.
that's a huge play by the defense. Great job and great effort getting to the ball carrier and swatting at the... knocking it out and then falling on it for a massive fumble recovery.
So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. So here comes the Michigan offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Pickup of 5 is now 2nd and 5. Let's take a minute to talk about Michigan. They've climbed into the top 10, been through some battles, proving themselves to be one of the best teams in the country. What do you think about their chances of staying there?
Well, they got to keep playing at a high level, and obviously they've had tons of success now to crack into the top 10. I'll tell you, when you get top 10, David, you get everybody's attention.
Yeah, you get everybody's attention, but I hope this team ain't just searching for a top 10. Like, I hope they're trying to be the best team in the country, and you hope the best is still to come for this squad.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Gets the back moving. Underwood. Look out. Tight end finds a soft spot. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size.
Nice job by the tight end making the catch and playing physical. You're a big body guy, man. Make him feel that. Nice job breaking an extra tackle, getting some extra yards for his team.
Caught on the RPO. Breaks into the open. They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the first down. And the Wolverines look to keep this drive humming. Looking for a man. It's Underwood. Left side is Chambers. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Again, it's Underwood. Caught in the backfield. It's Marshall. Maybe headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan. And they take it in for 6 more points.
It does not take this offense long to get going. We've seen 2 drives. We've seen 2 touchdowns, David. They are so explosive. They've got so much speed all over the field, and they're lighting this scoreboard up early.
Hey, you better find some answers defensively. You better find a way to slow them down. And how about this next possession for your offense? Like, coming on the field, you can tell. As an offense coordinator, you got to feel it. Like, my defense is not holding them down right now. We got to put together a drive, get some points on this score in this next possession.
Number 22, set to kick off.
These two first squared off in 1897, and this rivalry is almost like a history of the sport itself.
So much history, so much tradition. I can go back to 2006 when they were 1 and 2 in the country. You know, like, these games really matter. The uniforms are clean. The athletes are flowing. There's tons of athletes all over the place. This is always a huge showdown.
You think about some of the great coaches that have graced the sidelines in this rivalry. Bo Schembechler at Michigan and Woody Hayes at Ohio State. And it's amazing, in a conference full of trophy games, maybe the greatest rivalry doesn't even have one.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Here's Julian Sayin to throw. Intercepted, and that total goes to 16. Oh, he's got some space. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. The Wolverines trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Nothing doing. He is stopped short of the goal line.
Well, that's new. If you want to kick the ball to the tight end in this situation and let him run the football, I mean, goal line area, maybe. No, you know what? It stunk. It was a bad play call. Don't do it again.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Pushes ahead. And he's in. Touchdown, Michigan. That's his 3rd touchdown of the game and give him 16 on the year. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Right side, it's Smith. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15. They couldn't draw up a better way to start a drive, and now they've got it 1st and 10 from the 41. They want to run it left here. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one. There's so many great rivalries in college football, guys, but I think this one, because of the disdain and the excellence, sort of rises to the top.
Yeah, I mean, listen, there are great rivalries scattered all around this country. In-state rivalries, interconference rivalries, with great history, great pageantry. But I think what makes Ohio State versus Michigan unique is the fact that more often than not, these are two teams competing for national championships at the end of the year, and this game really does determine the national landscape.
And 19 national championships between the two teams late in the year.
He'll take the deep shot. Grabs it, and he will score! Touchdown, Ohio State! That's the first score today for the nation's leader in receiving touchdowns.
Every time we speak to defenses before they play this guy, they all know he's going to get the ball thrown his way. They always come up with creative and exotic ways to try to cover him in the back end, but they're never able to get it done. This guy just beats coverage time and time again, and with that last catch, that's now his 15th receiving score in the season.
He's brought down at the 16, would have been much better off to take the touchback. To do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. They knock him down, but not before he gets it out to the 21-yard line. Pick up a 4.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. And the offense says thank you very much for the bonus yardage, and it'll be first down after the personal foul penalty. Throwing, Underwood. Caught, it's Marshall. And he got 5 yards on the play, 2nd and 5 coming.
I love early in the game getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Coming out, short passes, easy completions. Now we're getting in a good spot.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Dropping back, it's Underwood. Under pressure. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. They've got a first down here to open the period. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Dangerous screen into traffic. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes, only a pickup of a couple.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
Out wide right, it's Marsh. Turning it on. He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a first down.
Caught by the receiver. Gain of 19 on the play. And that's a first down for the offense.
And the Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Driving forward, it's Marshall. They'll give him 4 on the pickup at 2nd and 6. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll run him again. Powers through the defender. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. And you saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
And they get to him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 2.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Here's Underwood to throw. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Racing to the right. Past the 50. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown! Buckeye! What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. On the move from inside his 5. And he'll be stopped. The return gets it out across the 25, stopped at the 26. Wolverines offense heads out, ready to go on the attack. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do have it, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and read this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. They'll send the back in motion. They go play action, Bryce Underwood. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Nice run there, picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You could see on the sidelines, guys, he could not wait to get back out there, and that time it was like he was running mad. I don't even know if he really wanted to throw that ball. He just wanted to take off, scramble, go get the first down.
Underwood. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Yeah, and I'll give him toughness points. He stood in there, stared down the barrel, got whacked, but I won't give him smarts points because he threw in the double coverage. You got to make a better decision than that. So try not to get walloped, and definitely don't throw up in the double coverage.
Second and long here. Back to throw, it's Underwood. Caught in the backfield, it's Marshall. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
When they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field, you saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
Hang on, Sloopy, the Buckeye crowd alive on third down. Underwood trying to cut through the noise. Turning and firing back to the right, that's risky. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum.
And that's going to be a tough throw for the quarterback to make, right? He's right-handed, he's rolling to his left, and that throw is going way down the field. So he's not going to be able to get all the velocity he wants. He didn't have the accuracy either, and that's a bad combination, and that's a big part of why that ball was intercepted.
Here's Sayin to throw. He's got it. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
QB, excellent location on that throw. Out route against man coverage, you cannot miss. If you throw that behind, that might be a pick six. So nice job by the quarterback with his accuracy.
Second down, gonna throw it. Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be third down.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
This feels like four down territory, third and short from the 40. Sayin from the gun on third down. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
And this offense stays aggressive and they pass the football. I think you can always look back and say, third and short, I'd love for you to run it, be the more physical team. But nice job sticking up and bowing their necks for this defense.
And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. He's going to have to break out the thunderfoot on this one, a 57-yard attempt. Never a doubt. That'll bring him to within 4.
Well, they're able to get a field goal, put 3 points up on the board after getting that interception. You would have liked to have seen the offense do a little bit more with that possession and give themselves an opportunity to score a touchdown. But listen, teams will take 3 points any way they can get it.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Keeps it himself. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down.
Well, obviously a really nice play by the defense there stopping the option, but I think that's on the quarterback because it looked like his pitch option was wide open. That ball should have gone to the running back out on the perimeter. It looked like he had some open field in front of him to go make something positive happen. This quarterback's got to make better decisions. It's not just the passing game. It's in the run game with the option, too.
Long way to go on second down. Underwood. Right side, it's Marshall. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33, and that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory.
And that's a nice job by the offense, man. I love when offenses can go 5 wide, spread the formation, find the matchup they want. And this time, it's the running back turned wide receiver. They get him the football, and he does the rest and gets upfield. But nice job spreading the formation and really making the defense make a decision.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. Back to pass, it's Fowler Nicolosi. Snags it. Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10.
And I love when my quarterback sees zoned and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
The Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. Takes the handoff. It's Marshall. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
And a lot of times the fit up front, linebackers are fitting holes, and that ball bounces, and it's supposed to go somewhere. And sometimes it goes to a DB, and the offense will get a W. Like, they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Swings it out to his running back. Breaks free, and he might be gone. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down. Sometimes it's not about a fancy play design. It's about just getting him the ball and letting him play.
Especially nowadays with running backs being so good out of the backfield. You know they're going to catch it, and there's so many ways to use them. But exactly, get it to him, let him break tackles, let him make plays. Easy decision.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Here's Underwood to throw. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. All kinds of room to the right. Inside. Touchdown, Buckeyes. How about this defense taking one back to the house?
What an incredible individual effort by that big fella there. And Dave, it's funny, I've been hearing more and more about how these D linemen are the best athletes on the field. What do you think?
I present to you Exhibit A. Look at the big fella. Not only does he make the catch, okay, so I can be a DB, I can be a wide receiver, I can catch it. I got the ball in my hands, guess what else I am? I'm a running back. I take that thing all the way back to the house. Exhibit A, the best athletes on the football field.
Makes a move. This guy makes you hold your breath when he gets the football in his hands, and that last line of the coverage team, the only thing that stopped him from housing it. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the 1st half. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Play action with Underwood. Buying time to his right. Outside the pocket, lets it go. On target over the middle. Inside the 25, stopped at the 24. Clock will stop to move the chains. Now the Wolverines call a timeout. It's their 1st. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And the Wolverines come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. They'll try the right side. Pickup of 5. It's now 2nd and 5. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. 2nd down coming. Underwood. Fires immediately. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. Quarterback in trouble, just dump it right in the gut. Don't make him reach for it. Just put it right on the body of the fullback.
Yeah, Reese, you got to be real accurate when you throw to these guys. Not the biggest catch radius, let's just say. Moving forward, though, I think we're going to see this fullback play a big role in this offense.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. He's finally brought down, but he takes it all the way to the 6. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And a chance to really carry momentum with them into the locker room if they can take the lead here. 1st and goal. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Well, that's just a foolish penalty. You can't lose track of the play clock that close to the goal line, but still 1st and goal. Still looking to his right. Going for 6. To the end zone, and is picked off. Looking for more room. And the defender is tackled, and that's how we'll run out the first half. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Fellas, welcome into the Week 13 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. So many seasons on the line. We start with a look in on Purdue in their matchup against the number 2 team, the Indiana Hoosiers.
Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field.
And it's the Hoosiers in real jeopardy of kissing that top 10 ranking goodbye. They're being punked right now, dominated in every aspect of the game, and we haven't even hit halftime. Here now a look at some other games of note, including a big upset inside the ACC.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. To the ground. He's got it again. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
Play fake, Julian Sayed. Fires to the wideout. Got his man to the left. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29. This is one of the great atmospheres in the sport, but this crowd demands to be entertained, and they are entertained right now.
Yeah, and when you've got playmakers that you can throw the ball to down the field like Ohio State does consistently every year, you always expect this. This fan base goes nuts because year after year they have elite playmakers.
That did not fool anybody. The defense right there to knock him down for the big loss.
Well, the offense is trying to go with a trick play, and they're dialing up the reverse, but the defense had great eye discipline. They tracked the football from the running back to the receiver, and they were able to rally to him and make a big tackle.
Another interception. That's number 17 on the year. Bringing it back. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
And guys, I tell you what, man, they went into half, they were ready to rock and roll to start this second half. They put a nice drive together, and then it's just about managing the game, right? Don't take points off the scoreboard. I start to get in an area where I'm in field goal range. I'm getting ready to score a touchdown. Be smart with the football. He gets just a little greedy, and the defense makes him pay.
Yeah, I think the running back kind of went rogue on that last running play. I'm not sure it was designed to go that direction. He tried to make it happen on his own. unfortunately ended up losing it odds.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Throwing, Underwood. Got his man. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You can tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on 3rd down. Here's Underwood. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
And guys, I'm trying to find a way to be up here and be positive. And I guess here's how I'm going to be positive. At least the other team didn't catch him because he's thrown it to the other team a lot today. It's been a struggle in the passing game. I'm not sure, guys, if it's not decision time to go to the other guy to see what he can do because this passing attack has not been great.
A run for the quarterback. There he goes. They'll knock him down, but he moves the sticks, and the 4th down decision pays off big time.
Well, there you're seeing the mentality of this head coach in the game, going for it on 4th down. A lot of guys would have tried to kick a field goal, but I think this guy knows, hey, we're not going to win this game putting 3s up on the board. We need touchdowns. Nice attitude.
He's down right there, short gain on the grab.
And, man, you got to love that from your corner. Willing to pull the trigger right away. Obviously, the running back slips out of the backfield. They throw him the football, but he doesn't waste any time. He doesn't hesitate, pulls the trigger, runs at him, makes the nice tackle, and gets the stop.
After the 4-yard completion on 1st down, now it's 2nd and 6. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Out wide left, it's Marshall. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the 1st down.
It's a really nice job by the cornerback playing with his eyes. He sees the running back release out of the backfield, sees him get the ball. And this guy's tough. You know, there are a lot of corners out there that would try to submarine these running backs, and then they get hurdled. Not this guy. Good job getting the tackle, getting him on the ground.
Headed to the line at the 23, trying to convert this 3rd and short. Quarterback keeper. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense.
And this offense, I don't think this is going to be a surprise. I think the offense is going to stay on the field. You've already seen it once on this drive, and they've already been successful. You know how hard it is to defend when there's an extra down, and they do it over and over again? So I think this offense will continue to stay aggressive like they were on the last 4th down.
They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. He's going to try to punch one through from 45 yards away. Good, right down the boulevard. And that's going to give us a tie ball game.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll try the counter. Forges ahead. Picks up about 3 to the 29. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. They give it back to him. He's got a yard out to the 30-yard line.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. Saying from the gun on 3rd down. Turns it upfield. Breaks into the open. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32.
We always talk about yak, and that was 3rd and very manageable. They were just throwing the ball to the sticks, just trying to pick up a simple first. But when you've got playmakers like that can do things after the catch, any play could be an explosive one, and you saw it right there. Tremendous job getting it to him early, and he does the rest.
Left side is Jackson. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one.
That's really good eye discipline by the safety. Great job not getting his eyes lost. It looks like pass immediately. He locks in on the running back. He sees the screen develop, fires upfield, pulls the trigger, and makes the tackle.
Straight ahead, it's Rodgers. Tough sledding there as he picks up 1 to the 29.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
It's a makeable field goal from the 29-yard line. Let's see how aggressive they are on 3rd and long. Saying from the gun on 3rd down. Here comes the heat. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the 1st.
And sometimes these QBs, man, you just want them to hang in the pocket maybe just a little bit longer. It's 3rd down. I got a little bit I got to get, and I think he pulls the football down, tries to make a play with his feet, but the defense does their job and forces the 4th down.
Absolute shank. Missed it. After that failed field goal attempt, fellas, still tie ball game.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. Sees a crease. Oh, he's got some space. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
At the 47. And that's a 1st down for the offense.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Looking for the edge. Breaks the tackle. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. Very close to putting a bow on this one. Gives us a minute to check out the top 25 here in the final week of the season and to wonder what type of impact this result will have on these rankings. We've swapped sides of the field, and we are ready for the finish as the 4th quarter gets underway. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Whistle sounds, but they get the timeout called just before the delay of game. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Enough to move the chains. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down. The Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. Here's Underwood to throw. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
Well, a big key for this defense coming into this game was could they impact this guy when he drops back to pass? We all know he's one of the fastest quarterbacks in all of college football. They weren't sure, honestly, if they were even going to be able to get into the ground. They just wanted him to get rid of the football earlier than he needed to. But that time, in the second half, they come away with their first sack of the game, and that is going to be a big shot in the arm for this defense.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Hoping to help their kicker out with a few yards on third down, because from here, it would be a 58-yarder. Looking to throw, it's Underwood. Out wide right, it's Marshall. He's stopped right at the 29-yard line, and it'll be fourth down.
That's a great example of him understanding where everybody is on the field, because that wasn't the guy he wanted to throw it to, but he knew he was going to get hit. He had to get rid of it quickly, dumped it off, and he let his guy go make a big play for him.
And it's good! They take the lead here in the fourth.
All field goals are not created equal, guys. Kicks in the fourth quarter to take the lead. They just seem to carry so much more weight. So give that young man credit for getting out there and knocking that thing through the uprights with all of the pressure, with all the eyeballs on him. He delivered.
The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. An explosive play to start the drive, and they'll try to keep the D on its heels. They're going to ride this running back. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. Driven back.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on first down. Second down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed first down on second down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on third down.
He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
That's not surprising. You're going for that every single time. 4th and inches in your opponent's territory. You're trying to get closer and closer to field goal range so you can pay this drive off by scoring points. Nice play call.
Turning it on. Got the first down. He's at the touchdown, Ohio State. They move on top here in the fourth.
This team right now showing you why they were the higher-ranked team coming into this game. Yeah, they were sleepwalking a little bit earlier. They knew coming in, David, they were going to be facing a really good opponent. Good teams don't quit, and they've come all the way back now to take the lead. And they had a pretty big deficit not that long ago.
And this is a good team they're playing. They're showing they're one of the better teams in the country. I mean, to battle back from several touchdowns down, like not to blink, not to bat an eye, not to quit, they're proving why they're a great team.
Coming out with it, it's Chambers. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Play fake, Underwood. Rolls right. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Fires to the tight end. Dragged down.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here in the field.
And the Wolverines with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Underwood dumps it off in the flats, and they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
Screen pass just not working there. You figure at this point of the game, trailing, you're going to have to be more aggressive and take some shots. You usually run screen passes when you think there's going to be a blitz, but because the defense has the lead, they're just sitting back and playing big zones.
Buckeye crowd alive on third down. Underwood trying to cut through the noise. There he goes. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin.
Hey, man, that's unbelievable. That is a really good job of seeing the blitz right away and getting rid of the football. Like, that is quarterback 101. Understand they're blitzing, they're coming, see it, take advantage of it, get the completion, and move the sticks.
We know about this running back's versatility, and he's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit, make sure it falls incomplete.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Marshall. He's got the first down. He's piled up 76 yards on the ground for them so far, has his eyes set on that 1,400-yard mark.
I love the play call running the football here in the fourth quarter because with the score what it is right now, everything is at your disposal on offense. You are not panicking. This isn't throw every single down, all of a sudden 2-minute air raid type stuff. You can run the ball. You can do all of your stuff, personnel, shifting, motioning. You just got to be very, very careful and absolutely cannot turn it over.
Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
On the play. And first down for the offense.
The Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, it's Marshall.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Throwing, Underwood. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done.
This offense is going to have to come up with a plan to block this guy. He is an absolute monster, and he showed you all his tools on that sack.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. Here's Underwood. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
And what a big third down stop for this defense. And now it's decision time for the offense. Actually, no, it's not. Like, what are we doing? The field goal doesn't do much here. Huge fourth down coming for this offense. Got to find that best play. Got to get in the end zone.
Bryce Underwood to throw for it on fourth. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. And he's brought down, but they believe the offense could convert the fourth down, and it paid off.
And they've trusted their QB to throw the football. And he's going to have to make plays. He's made plays throughout the day. This is now when you come up clutch in a big moment when your team needs it. If that's any indication, I like what I'm seeing.
And the Wolverines go back to work after moving the chains through the air. They'll run it. It's Marshall. Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line. Second down coming up in this red zone opportunity. A designed run for the quarterback. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Timeout signal for by the Buckeyes. That's their first. And they're really frustrated having to use that after giving up the first down. Fans are bringing the noise on first and goal. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Ohio State calls its second timeout. And now what will they come up with on this second down play? Michigan wants to stop the clock. They'll use the timeout. It's their second. They'll get together to decide how to play this second down. They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on second and goal. Oh, no, the ball popped out. Defense has it. They're on the move. The defense making the play to drive in the dagger with that fumble recovery, and they should be able to run out the clock.
That's a huge blow, man. You got a chance to go take the lead and put yourself in a position you know you can win the ball game. And now, instead of that, you've turned the football over. Now you're trailing. The defense is going to have to do something special for you.
Quarterback takes a knee. The game may be the best rivalry in college football, and this year, the Buckeyes will hold the bragging rights. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis, saying goodbye, everybody.